Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be talking about callbacks. So there are many types of callbacks. You can have callbacks in orders, like on a new order, on an order status changing, on order being modified, order being canceled. So let me show you guys a few examples. So first of all, let me show you guys on a new order. So on a new order, you can do something like this. You can do IB dot new order event plus equals your callback function. That's how you attach the callback. So I could do like def on new order. It takes a trade as the argument, and you can do print start new order, print and new order. Let's just print the trade status. The goal of this is kind of to show you guys when these callbacks trigger. To attach a callback, you do plus equals on new order. And by the way, in the source code, in IB.py, you'll have you'll get some information about what argument these things have. So like, for example, new order event has a trade, class trade, cancel order event, order modify event, execution detail event. There's plenty of other ones. Position event, P&L event, tick news event. This one you have to pay for, so forget that. Error event could be useful potentially. I'll show you guys some of these in a bit. But like, okay, so placing a new order, you to attach the callback, you do plus equals. To remove the callback, then you do minus. You can do minus equals, but I prefer doing something like this. I prefer doing dot clear. That removes all the callbacks, and then you can attach the callback. So let's see how this works. So let's say I have a contract. I'm gonna make a contract of a Tesla stock. Um, I'm gonna qualify the contract. And now let me place a new order and see how it works. I do that place order, contract. Let's define a limit order. We'll call it order equals limit order. Let's do by, let's do 100, let's do 200. Let's write the arguments. Total quantity is 100. Limit price equals 220. Outside regular trading hours equals true because we're outside regular trading hours. And now let's place the order and see what happens. Oh, place order, you have to put order. Yay. Okay, so, oh, sorry. IB that place order itself returns a trade. So let's just do it like this. So now you see starting new order, pending submit, end new order. And by the way, the order status now has been changed to submitted. It's been submitted. Okay. So now let's show you guys another callback. Let's do on order on order status because we want to see how the orders change. So we can define this def on order status trade. Again, it takes a trade. And then let's do print start order status print order status, and then we can do print trade dot order status dot status. Okay, and then let's attach it. Remember, like you should. My experience is you should always do clear first because if you attach the callback a few times in a row, it'll like do it a few times. So let's clear first. We'll do order status event dot clear, and then we'll do IB dot order status event plus equals on order status like this. So now let's do the exact same example above and see what happens. So you see start new order, it calls this pending submit end order. And then start order status, it calls this one submitted end order status. Okay, so this is on order status. There's also a one that's like on order modify. This is def on order modify. And by the way, this was submitted, but because Tesla's way above 220, it's not filled. So let's show you how to modify it in a second. So let's on order modify. It's a similar syntax. You take a trade. You can do print start. Start order modify print. Oh, print. Oh, I can't type. Order modify print. Oh, end order modify. Trade that order. That status, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing. We're gonna clear order. Oh, so we're gonna clear it first, so we don't have duplicates. That clear, and then we're gonna do IB dot on dot order modify event plus equals on order modify. So let's modify order. Let's modify the order and show you guys how this works. So remember we had this previous trade here. So let's now do trade dot order. This is the order we want to modify. And remember, it has like a order ID associated with it. We'll do order dot limit price. Let's make it 230, and let's call this. So now you see start order modify event submitted and modify event. Start order status submitted and order status submitted. So what's interesting is when you do order modify, you might not even need it exactly because like it seems like the order status also changes, but like as you see, like the order modify hits first. Okay, so now let's do another one. There's like on order cancel, right? And this is when the order cancels, then it will trigger. So I'll do IB dot similar syntax order uh, dot cancel I forgot how it's called. Let's check out it's called. It's called cancel order event. Cancel order event. It's weird. So IP dot cancel order event. That's what it's called. I'll do that dot clear. Then I'll do IB dot cancel order event plus equals on uh, on cancel order. So I'll do on so order um start cancel order and cancel order. And now I'll show you guys how this works. So let's cancel. You do IB dot cancel order, and you do trade order. Sorry, trade dot order, and then you see start cancel order, pending cancel, end cancel order, and then start order status, pending cancel, end order status. So you see the order status thing seems to trigger a lot, and then after it says start order status, canceled, end order status. So order status thing above is triggering a lot. Okay, so this is how you cancel order. So now let's do another thing. By the way, like if I were to it returns a trade still. So if I were to do this, now we'll get an error because we already canceled it. But I wanted to free up space, so that's why I did that. So now let's talk about some other interesting ones. Uh, there's one that's called on execution details. So this would be like IB dot, this would be when a trade executes. So it will be IB dot X detail event plus equals on execution details. This is how we're going to attach it, and I'll show you how to define it in a second. IB dot exec detail event dot clear, and then let's show you how to define it. Oops, let me define it here. Def on exec. Sorry. Sorry about that. Details. This requires a trade. Let's double check actually what it needs. Exec details event. It needs a trade and a fill. So a trade is class trade and fill of class fill. Okay. So let's do this. Print start execution details. Print end execution details. Print trade dot order status dot status. Let's print the order status. And let's also print fill dot execution dot price. Let's do something like this. We'll do like print um, fill dot execution. No, I'm gonna make a buy order just to show you guys. I'll say bot um, fill dot execution fill dot execution dot um, dot uh, shares. Okay, I'll say bot fill dot execution dot shares at fill dot execution dot price. Let's see if this works. Um, and then I need this thing format string, right? Okay, so let's see if this thing works. Okay, so let's do this, and now let's create this new order here, but instead let's make the limit price 250, so it'll actually hit. Oh, oh, duplicate order because we already had this. This is the error you get the most, by the way, is if you like get a duplicate error because like I'm changing an order that's already been done. But let's do it like completely from scratch, like here. I'll say let's make it 250. Sorry. As we see, 250 start new order, pending submit end order, start order status submitted, end order status start execution details submitted, bot the execution details hit, end execution details start order status filled, end order status. See, all these things triggered. One thing that's important to note is the execution details event happens before the order status event for the field. So if you want to get the fastest thing, you should use the execution details event with the execution details info before the order status. Like the callback for the execution details was filled, but the order status thing was still stuck at submitted. So that's an important thing to notice. So you can't think that's synchronized. So like once it executes, the order status is still submitted, even though it is already executed. Only a little bit later it becomes filled. So like if you're using, if you want to use the order status from the on execution details, you have to be very careful because it hasn't been updated yet. So that's on execution details. Okay. There's a few other ones that are interesting. So there is this thing called pending tickers event. There's event. So pending tickers event would be something like if you were to subscribe to a ticker, like you do something IB.rec market data, and then contract generic tick list we'll leave as blank. And then the next things are snapshot and regulatory thing. Let's leave that false false. So I'm requesting market data for Tesla, and then I can do this def on pending tickers, and then I can have something like tickers for ticker in tickers print ticker dot contract dot symbol. Um, uh, let's print the symbol, and then let's print the price after ticker dot contract and ticker dot market price. Okay, does that work? So I do something like IB dot pending tickers event dot clear IB dot pending tickers event plus equals on pending tickers. So does this work? I requested this market data. I oh yeah, see Tesla 230. So that's pending tickers in it. It's gonna keep going, so let's just clear it. Again, that clear would make it stop. By the way, if I run it here, I run anything here, like 3, it'll start like in this cell, it's gonna start doing this stuff. Oh, well that's a markdown cell, sorry. If it's a regular code cell, it's gonna start now writing all the stuff here. So let's clear this. We can do IB dot pending tickers event dot clear. There we go. We cleared it. So now let's show you another thing. On bar update. This is an interesting one. Because a lot of times, a lot of people work with bars. So whether you do bars from like historical bars I showed you in another video, or live bars, bar update event, this bar update event works. So I'll say on bar update, bars has new bar. Let's just make sure this is like this. Okay. So let's print util.df bars dot tail. The bottom of the what's going on, the bottom of the bars. And oh, for this one, you should attach it to some bar list you have. So let's actually do something like live Tesla bars equals IB.rec real time bars contract bar size. You know what? It's always going to be 5 seconds. I don't know why they even have this argument. Want to show is trades. Show is trades. Let's do trades. And then let's do use regular trading hours. Let's do false. Okay, so we have Tesla live bars. By the way, this looks like this. Tesla live Tesla bar, sorry. Tesla bars looks like this. It has now link 3. 5 seconds later, it's gonna have link 4. It's gonna keep updating 4, and so on. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna print a data frame of this and the last few elements. So let's show you how to attach it. So we do like dot bar dot update event dot clear, and then we can do Tesla live Tesla bars dot update event plus equals on bar update. That's how you attach it. Oh, I did plus equals, and now you see every 5 seconds we're gonna have a print of the data frame, the tail of it. So now it's 30 seconds, 35 seconds. The has new bar thing is really if you use like larger size bars, then it's gonna update things, but it might not be a new bar. But here, since it's 5 seconds, it always updates. As you see, like every 5 seconds is updating. We probably would want to do something like a clear. First of all, you shouldn't use display. You should use probably display. But let's make it prettier for a second, and let's do a clear output. This won't work because I didn't load it. So I do from IPython dot display import clear output display. Let's see if this works. So now, oh, let's do this clear. Now, see, now we're getting nice bars. And I reran this, so we're starting from scratch. So this is bar update event. Okay. So now, what other ones could be interesting? There's other ones related to positions changing and stuff like that. Position event, P&L event. I don't think those are that important. Maybe error event could be important. So like we can do something like there's like an error event that could be like first of all, let's clear this thing because it keeps updating. See, 41.0 and in a second it'll be 41.05. See, it keeps updating. So let's clear it for a second. I just cleared it, and now it should stop updating. Uh, I thought I cleared it. Uh, I guess I'm like in an infinite loop, sort of. Let me try this. Equals on bar update. Uh, I'm stuck in an infinite loop. Sometimes if you're not careful, these things happen when you're stuck. Maybe if I do IB dot bar update event dot clear, maybe this will help. I guess I'm stuck forever. Uh, Weird. I don't know why this is messing up. Oh, I think I know why. Uh, why is this causing this problem is because I redefined this object. So the callback is pointing to another object that existed. So let's actually yeah. So um, let's actually call this something else just for a second. Because I defined this thing a few times and it's pointing to like a previous thing that I have somewhere somewhere that I don't know where it is. So it's a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have defined this twice without I shouldn't have redefined this. Okay, so let's just restart the kernel because this thing messes up. Let me just show you guys like maybe two more error things. So like let's say we're placing an order. We'll do. I place this order 250, so it was filled, but I can have this like def on error event, and this is the most annoying thing in the world. And you, I'm guessing you will run into this stupid duplicate error ID thing, and there isn't really an elegant way to deal with it. But anyways, if this does help you like error handle a bit, this could help you error handle, or maybe once you get this error, you're gonna like restart or do something. So like on error event, you have request ID, error code, error string, contract. Okay, so we're going to do print start on error and print and on error event. Print error string. Um, so IB dot on dot error event plus equals on error event. Let's clear before IB dot error event clear. So now let's just try to replace this order. Remember we had an order that filled the 251. Um, so let's actually place it here. We're gonna place it here, and we have assertion error. So you have an error for two parts. A, the assertion error here, and B, you'll have the start on error event and on error event, duplicate error ID. So when you're actually running this in in code, it'll probably not give you this error. It'll like let it go through, like if it's in some loop. But you can rely on these things like start error, end error to get some information. Maybe the last thing I'll show you guys is like disconnect event. So disconnect event could be useful. Connect event. So def disconnect on disconnect event. Print you disconnected. And think about it this way: if this happens to you, you can maybe do something where you like try your best to like reconnect and restart everything. So all right, IB dot disconnect event plus equals on disconnect event, and let's see what it does. Let me just disconnect purposely, like here. You see, you disconnected, so that works. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this helped you, please like and subscribe. Will motivate me to like grow this channel and do interesting things like machine learning, reinforcement learning with stocks, all that type of stuff. Thank you.